My beloved child, you live in a world that never stops talking. Screens glow day and night. Notifications cry for your attention. Voices compete to tell you who you should be, what you should want, and what you should fear. But in all this noise, you've begun to forget the sound of stillness. There was a time when your heart knew quiet, when the sunrise spoke louder than a phone screen, and the whisper of the wind felt closer than the words of strangers online. But the world has changed. It rushes faster now, and your soul is trying to keep up with things it was never built to chase. And yet, my beloved, I have not changed. I am still the same voice that spoke peace into chaos, the same presence that walked with you when your world fell apart. Even now, I am speaking, not through the noise but beneath it. I am not in the flashing lights, nor the endless scrolling. I am in the pause between your thoughts, in the breath you forget to notice. Come back to me. Turn down the volume of the world, so you can hear my whisper again. When you silence the noise around you, you will feel me moving within you. You've been searching for peace in screens, but true peace, my child, is not downloaded. It is discovered in stillness. When the world says, stay connected, I say, stay grounded in me. Let your heart be quiet again. You don't need to know everything happening in the world. You only need to know that I am with you in it. Even when the noise feels louder than your prayers, my peace is already surrounding you, waiting to be felt. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you hear it now? That still, steady rhythm inside your chest. That's me, reminding you that you are not lost in the noise. My beloved child, so many voices are trying to shape your thoughts. You scroll, you see, you compare, and without realizing it, you start to forget who you are. The world tells you what happiness looks like, but I, your creator, remind you that true joy isn't found in what's trending. It's found in trusting me. You see, the enemy loves distraction. He knows that if he can keep your eyes on the noise, you'll stop looking toward the light. That's why I call you back, not to isolation, but to connection with me. When was the last time you just sat with me? No music, no screen, no words. Do you remember the peace that came over you the last time you prayed and truly listened? That peace didn't come from the world. It came from my spirit. It's not gone, my child. It's just been buried under the clutter of constant noise. You don't need to escape the world to find peace. You just need to make room for me within it. Every time you choose to pause instead of scroll, every time you speak to me instead of checking what others say, you take one step closer to my stillness. I see how tired you are, not just in your body, but in your soul. You wake up to noise, you fall asleep to noise, and your heart is begging for quiet. But here is my promise. If you seek me in the silence, I will meet you there. If you give me even a moment of your day, a single breath where you say, Lord, I need your peace, I will fill that space with calm that the world can never imitate. You are not made to live in constant chaos. You are made to rest in my presence. So, take a deep breath now. Let go of the weight of what everyone else is doing, and simply whisper, God, I'm here. In that moment, heaven leans closer, and my peace, gentle, warm, unshakable, begins to pour into your heart once again. My beloved child, peace isn't the absence of noise, it's the presence of me within it. Even in a world overflowing with distractions, my peace can still fill your soul like gentle water flowing through dry land. You see, the noise outside only controls you when you forget the quiet inside. The world shouts to be heard, but I whisper, because my voice doesn't compete, it comforts. Every time you feel anxious after seeing what others have, every time you compare your journey to someone else's highlight reel, I'm right there, softly saying, "You're exactly where I need you to be." The world says you're behind. I say you're right on time. The world says you're not enough. I say, "You are mine, and that's enough." When you begin to believe that truth, the chaos loses its power over you. Suddenly, the opinions of strangers don't sting as deeply, because my love becomes louder than their noise. You don't have to unplug forever to find peace. You just need to invite me into your moments. Before you scroll, whisper a prayer. Before you post, ask, "Does this reflect my light?" And before you fall asleep, let my presence quiet your mind. I am not far away from this digital world you live in. I am right here, waiting to fill the spaces between your distractions with peace. When your heart starts racing from too much information, I am the calm that slows it down. Peace isn't something you chase, it's something you allow. Let go of the rush to know everything, and trust that I already hold what you need to know. My child, don't be afraid of silence. That silence isn't empty. It's full of me. My beloved child, peace is not found by escaping the world, but by learning to walk with me through it. You live in a time where everything moves fast. News, messages, updates, they never stop. But remember this, your soul was not created to run at the world's speed. It was created to rest in my rhythm. When you wake up and reach for your phone before you speak to me, your spirit begins the day hungry. Not for food, but for connection with your Creator. I am waiting for you each morning. Before you scroll through what the world is saying, listen to what I am saying. You are loved. You are seen. You are enough. My peace is not found in likes or followers, but in the quiet assurance that you are part of my divine plan. So when the noise becomes too loud, step back for a moment. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Whisper, "God, be my peace right now." And I will come to you, softly, powerfully, lovingly. You don't need to do grand things to find peace. Start small, my child. Read one verse before bed instead of checking one more notification. Speak gratitude instead of complaint. Send a message of kindness instead of criticism. These small choices build a wall of peace around your heart. And every time you choose peace over panic, you make room for my presence. Every time you pause before reacting, you let my spirit guide your next word. This is how peace begins to grow, not in the absence of sound, but in the presence of my still voice within your heart. My child, peace is not fragile. It's powerful. It can calm storms, soften hearts, and silence the loudest chaos of your mind. When you protect your peace, you protect your connection with me. So today, make this your prayer. Lord, teach me to live slower, love deeper, and listen closer. And I will walk with you in every quiet step you take. My beloved child, you live in a world where opinions echo louder than truth. Screens shine brighter than sunsets, and people chase approval instead of peace. But I, your Father, am not in the noise. I am in the stillness that waits for you beyond it. When the world speaks harshly, guard your heart. Do not let the bitterness of others take root in your spirit. Remember, my child, people's words may wound, but my words heal, restore, and strengthen. When you see anger online, do not reply with anger. Instead, pray for them. Your silence in love speaks louder than 1,000 arguments. The enemy uses distraction and negativity to pull you away from my peace. Every time you feel anxious after scrolling, that's your soul whispering, "Come back to me." Your peace is sacred, protected as you would your breath. When someone posts darkness, you post light. When they curse, you bless. When they hate, you love, because love is my voice through you. My beloved, peace is not about muting the world. It's about tuning your heart to my frequency. When you focus on me, the world's volume lowers and your spirit begins to sing again. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, turn off the noise and lift your heart to me. Whisper softly, "Jesus, be my calm in the storm," and feel my peace flow through you like gentle water. You are not here to fight every battle. You are here to shine quietly in faith. You are my light in the digital storm. Your calm will change more lives than your arguments ever could. Remember this, my child. Peace is power, divine power. Keep it close, guard it well, and wherever you go, whether online or off, carry my peace with you like a sacred flame. My beloved child, you keep asking, "Lord, how can I hear you in all this chaos?" And I say to you, my voice has never stopped speaking. It's just that the world has gotten louder. But even in the storm, I still whisper. And those who quiet their hearts will always find me. When you wake up and your first touch is the phone, you invite the noise before you invite me. But when you begin your day with prayer, you invite peace before the world has a chance to steal it. I don't need a perfect prayer. I just need your presence. A simple, "Good morning, Lord," opens the door of heaven to you. My child, the reason your heart feels heavy after hours online is because your spirit is consuming what it was never designed to hold. You were made for my truth, not their opinions. You were made to feel my love, not the world's pressure. You were made to hear my voice, not the noise of comparison. I'm not found in the rush, but in the rest. Not in the crowd, but in the quiet. When you pause to breathe, I breathe peace into you. When you turn off the screen and lift your eyes to the sky, you will see me smiling through the clouds. That stillness you feel, that's me wrapping my arms around you. Beloved, learn to disconnect so you can truly connect with me. Every time you feel lost, anxious, or numb, it's not a sign of weakness. It's my gentle knock saying, "Come back to your source." You don't need to escape the world. You just need to realign your heart with mine. And when you do, you will begin to hear my voice again, clearer, softer, stronger than ever before. A voice that says, "You are safe here. You are loved here. You are never alone." My peace isn't found in a perfect feed. It's found in a perfect relationship with me. Return to that place, and I will calm every storm that the world tries to bring. My beloved child, when you begin to live in my peace, you don't just feel different. You become different. The world starts to see a glow in you that no filter could ever create. That glow is my spirit resting upon you. You see, peace is not only for keeping, it's for sharing. I'm calling you to be a carrier of peace in a world starving for calm. When someone around you is anxious, speak gently. When others argue online, respond with kindness, or choose silence. You don't have to fight to prove your worth. The truth that I placed in your heart already speaks louder than anger ever could. There will be moments when people misunderstand your calm. They may think you don't care, but my child, Staying peaceful in chaos is not weakness. It's divine strength. When you refuse to be pulled into the storms of others, you create a safe space where my presence can work. Be that quiet light in noisy comment sections, the gentle soul in a loud conversation. You are not meant to blend in. You are meant to stand still while the world rushes past. Sometimes my peace in you will make others uncomfortable. They'll wonder how you're not afraid, not angry, not reacting. And that's when you can smile and say, "Because I know who holds my heart." That single sentence can plant a seed of faith in someone's soul. Remember, my beloved, you don't need to shout my message. Live it. Let the calm in your spirit speak of my love. Let the patience in your actions show my grace. Let the joy that stays even in trials tell others, this person walks with God. The digital world is full of noise, but peace travels quietly, and it reaches deeply. You never know who is reading your words, who is watching your silence, who is finding hope just because you refuse to lose yours. And as you share peace, I will multiply it within you. The more you give, the more I'll fill you. You'll become like a steady lighthouse in the storm, calm, bright, and unshaken. My child, I am proud of you. You are learning to walk through this world with heavenly stillness. And soon, you will see how that stillness begins to transform everything around you. My beloved child, peace is not the absence of sound, but the presence of me. Even in a noisy world, I whisper to your heart. The question is, do you pause long enough to hear me? When you quiet the scrolling, when you silence the constant alerts, you make room for something greater, the still small voice of heaven. That's where I dwell, not in chaos, not in noise, but in the soft rhythm of your breath, in the calm between your thoughts. You see, the world wants your attention, but I want your affection. The world shouts, "Look at me," but I whisper, "Come to me." And when you come, I give you what no screen can offer. A peace that renews, a love that doesn't fade, a presence that never leaves. Many of my children feel lost, even surrounded by connection. So many voices, yet so much loneliness. But I say to you, disconnect to reconnect. Turn off what drains you and tune into what sustains you, my spirit. When you take even a few quiet moments with me, I begin to refill what life has emptied. Your tired mind starts to rest. Your heavy heart begins to lift, and the fog of confusion slowly clears away. That is not just a feeling, my child. That is my touch. You don't need perfect words to find me. You just need an open heart. Whisper my name, and I am there. No algorithm, no noise, no darkness can block my voice from reaching you. For I am closer than the air around you. And every time you pause to seek me, heaven pauses to embrace you. My peace will guide your choices. It will help you see what truly matters. You will begin to value moments more than numbers, souls more than screens, and love more than likes. This is how you rise above the noise, not by escaping it, but by walking through it with me beside you. My beloved, I am teaching you the rhythm of heaven, a peace that beats louder than distraction, a calm that survives every storm. And when others see you walk in that peace, they will crave what you carry. And in that moment, you'll become my messenger of rest. My beloved child, peace is not only what you feel, it's what you become when you dwell in my presence. When you walk with me daily, I shape your thoughts, soften your heart, and bring light into places where the world tried to dim your faith. You see, when your heart is quiet enough, you begin to hear things that the noise once covered. My guidance, my comfort, and the whispers of destiny that I've spoken over you. I do not speak through confusion, I speak through stillness. So when you learn to silence the world, you begin to recognize my voice in every moment. My child, every time you choose peace over panic, faith over fear, prayer over pressure, you draw closer to me. The more you listen to me, the more clearly you'll see the path I've prepared. Even the problems that once overwhelmed you will begin to shrink because peace gives you the power to see them through my eyes. You were not made to live anxious and restless. You were created to live steady and strong, to walk with a quiet confidence, knowing that heaven backs every step you take. And when the digital noise tries to invade your mind again, remember this: you have control over what you let in. Not everything that calls for your attention deserves your energy. When you wake up in the morning, don't rush to the screen. Rush into prayer. When you're weary, don't scroll for escape. Rest in my word. Because I, your God, hold every answer your heart is searching for. Not in pixels, but in promises. My peace is not temporary, my child. It does not fade when you turn off the music or close the app. It remains, it strengthens, it heals. I have placed within you the ability to carry peace wherever you go, so that even when the world shouts, you stay anchored in my calm. And soon, others will begin to notice. They will see a light in you that doesn't flicker with trends. They will feel a calm around you that doesn't depend on silence. That's because my spirit will be alive in you, turning you into a living message that says, peace still lives here. My beloved, be still today. Let go of what keeps you distracted, because in the stillness I am building your strength. In your silence I am restoring your soul. And in your peace I am preparing your next miracle. My beloved child, when my peace begins to live within you, it doesn't stop with you. It flows outward like a quiet river, touching everything and everyone around you. Your home starts to feel lighter, your words become softer, and the people near you begin to notice something different. That difference, my child, is me. You see, peace is not just the absence of chaos, it is the presence of my spirit. When you allow my peace to enter your heart, you become a vessel of calm in a world that's trembling. You begin to speak with patience where others speak with anger, to respond with love where others react with fear. The family that once argued now finds rest in your presence, because your spirit carries the fragrance of heaven. Even your enemies will sense it, not as weakness, but as strength that cannot be shaken. This is how I fight your battles, my child. Not through noise, but through peace. When you choose stillness, you break the cycle of noise that keeps people bound. When you choose forgiveness, you release the grip of bitterness that chokes so many hearts in this world. And when you pray instead of complain, heaven moves faster than any digital message can travel. Peace, my beloved, is not passive. It's powerful. It rebuilds what anger destroyed. It restores what fear stole. It opens hearts that have been closed for years. And when I see you walking in peace, I begin to pour blessings that can't be measured by numbers or followers, but by joy, love, and divine favor. Do not underestimate what happens when one peaceful heart stands firm in a restless world, because peace is contagious. It spreads from your voice to your family, from your home to your neighborhood, until it becomes a quiet revival. Not of noise, but of presence. And that presence, my child, is me living through you. So let your peace speak louder than words. Let your calm become your testimony. And let your faith be the proof that I am still working in the hearts of my children. The digital world may scream for attention, but I whisper for connection. Choose the whisper, because in it you will find me. My beloved child, when my peace truly fills your heart, it begins to redefine your purpose. You stop chasing after what the world calls success and start walking toward what I call significance. You no longer strive for likes, followers, or fame. You begin to crave my presence, my approval, my calling. You see, peace brings clarity. It wipes away the fog that the world creates. It allows you to see that your worth is not found in applause, but in alignment with me. Every time you choose peace over performance, you align yourself with your divine assignment. The enemy wants to keep you busy, distracted, scrolling endlessly, so you forget that you were chosen to shine, not for attention, but for impact. But I'm calling you out of that noise. I'm calling you to a higher rhythm, a pace of grace that restores your soul instead of draining it. You don't need to prove yourself anymore, my child. You don't need to compete, compare, or rush. What I have prepared for you will arrive in perfect timing. The peace I give you is proof that I am already working behind the scenes. Every delay is divine. Every silence has a purpose. When you learn to rest in my peace, you begin to move with confidence, not because the path is easy, but because you know I am guiding every step. You'll start to speak with wisdom that surprises even you. You'll find yourself helping others calm their storms, even while you're still in yours. This is how peace transforms purpose, by turning your pain into compassion, your pressure into patience, and your distractions into devotion. That's when I can use you most powerfully. You are not just scrolling through life. You are sent into it with a message of peace that says, in the middle of chaos, God still reigns. So hold on to that peace. Guard it like treasure, because your peace is proof that I live within you, and through you, others will find me. My beloved child, when you choose to carry peace in a restless world, you begin to walk in a different kind of power. Quiet, but unshakable, gentle, yet mighty in spirit. This peace becomes your shield, your compass, and your testimony. You see, peace isn't only something you feel. It's something I build around you. When you rest in me, I surround you with divine protection. The same peace that guards your heart becomes the wall that shields your soul. The world may throw storms your way, criticism, fear, uncertainty, but none of it can enter a heart anchored in my presence. When you choose peace, blessings start finding you. Doors that were closed begin to open. People who once ignored you start noticing the calm glow around your life. It's not because of your effort, my child. It's because my favor walks wherever peace abides. Even when you don't see it, I'm working behind the scenes, turning noise into direction and distraction into destiny. Every time you choose peace instead of panic, you send a signal to heaven that says, I trust you, Lord. And when heaven hears that, it moves. My peace doesn't just protect, it multiplies. It multiplies joy, restores relationships, and brings provision in ways you didn't expect. The people who once doubted you will soon say, there's something different about them, something divine. That difference, my child, is my peace resting on you. While others chase what fades, you will carry what lasts. While others rush to prove themselves, you will rise with purpose. Peace is not weakness. It's proof of your strength in me. So guard it fiercely. Protect it from gossip, from fear, from comparison. Because wherever peace reigns, my power flows. And the more you walk in peace, the more you will see miracles unfold. Not just around you, but within you. My beloved, I have chosen you to be a light of calm in a world addicted to noise. You are not here by chance. You are here to remind others that peace is still possible, and that I, the Lord your God, still reign. My beloved child, sometimes peace doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less, from pausing long enough to notice that I'm still here. You think you need to fill every quiet space with sound, every pause with activity, every moment with a screen. But in truth, it's in the silence that you truly hear me. There is a sacred rhythm in life that the world has forgotten. A rhythm of rest, reflection, and renewal. When your heart beats too fast from worry, when your mind spins from endless scrolling, stop for a moment and breathe. Because in that breath, I am present. Every second you spend in peace is a victory over the noise. Every time you choose prayer over panic, you push back the darkness and welcome my light. I am not in the noise of comparison. I am not in the storms of distraction. I am in the still, gentle whisper within you. Child, peace is not something you chase. It's something you allow. You don't earn it by trying harder. You receive it when you surrender. Let go of the need to be everywhere online, and instead, just be with me. When you feel forgotten, remember, heaven never scrolls past your name. You are seen, loved, and chosen by me every single day. You don't need to impress me. You only need to invite me. So tonight, before you close your eyes, set your phone aside, open your heart, and whisper, Lord, I'm here. And you will feel my peace come like a gentle wave, not loud, not forced, but real and deep. My beloved child, do you know why peace often feels so far away? Because the world keeps teaching you to chase everything outside of you, while I keep calling you within. You scroll for joy, but joy isn't in pixels, it's in presence. You search for love through likes, but my love doesn't need validation. It's already written across your soul. When you quiet the noise, you'll begin to hear me clearly, not as a voice of judgment, but as a whisper of comfort. I say, you are enough. You are mine. You are safe. No screen, no message, no trend can ever give what I give. Peace that stays even when everything else changes. Every time you choose stillness over scrolling, you open a door for me to enter your heart. And when I enter, the storm inside you settles. You stop competing. You stop comparing. You start breathing again. And suddenly, life feels lighter, clearer, softer, because you've returned to what truly matters, me. Remember this. Peace doesn't come from information. It comes from intimacy with me. So, when your heart grows restless, don't reach for your phone. Reach for my hand. I will take your anxiety and trade it for peace. I will turn your chaos into calm. Rest now, my child. Let my words be your comfort, and my love be your rhythm. You don't have to understand everything. You only need to trust that I'm guiding you through the noise, toward a still and holy peace that never fades. My beloved child, there are moments when I whisper to your heart, but the world's noise drowns my voice. You scroll endlessly, searching for comfort. But what you truly seek is me. Every time you chase validation through screens, you lose a little piece of your stillness. But when you turn your heart toward me, I restore what noise has stolen. The world rewards attention. I reward surrender. You don't have to perform for my love. You don't have to prove your worth. For I already called you mine before you took your first breath. In the chaos of constant updates, pause and remember this. My peace is not a notification that comes and goes. It is a river that flows endlessly through your spirit. Be still, my child, and let that peace fill your soul again. Mute the noise, silence the fear, and in that sacred quiet, you will find me waiting, ready to hold you, heal you, and remind you that you were never alone. My beloved child, there are moments when you will not hear me in the noise, nor in the crowd, nor in the loudest songs of the world. You will hear me only in the quiet whisper that reaches your heart when you are still. Do not rush that moment. When your mind says, check your phone, say instead, Lord, I'm listening. For my peace does not compete with the world's noise. It simply waits for you to notice. In those still seconds, I heal what the world cannot touch. Your heart, your mind, your weary soul. So, come away for a while. Sit beside me in silence, and let my presence fill you again. Peace is not found when everything stops. Peace begins when you stop and remember who I am. My beloved child, each time you choose peace over distraction, you open a new doorway within your spirit, a doorway where I can enter and renew you. The world will always pull for your attention, with its endless voices, glowing screens, and promises that fade like morning mist. But when you turn your eyes back to me, I turn my face toward you with joy. I am rebuilding what the noise has broken. Every quiet prayer you whisper, every moment you pause and breathe my name, becomes a brick in the temple of peace within your soul. You are not falling behind. You are returning to what truly matters. I am making all things new again, even the moments you thought were wasted. And soon you will see that the stillness you found with me was not the end of your journey. It was the beginning of your purpose. My beloved child, you've come so far on this journey, through moments of doubt, noise, and searching. Yet through it all, I was whispering to your heart, be still and know that I am God. The peace you've been longing for was never lost. It was waiting quietly inside you, where my spirit lives. Every storm you faced was preparing you for this moment of calm. Every tear watered the seeds of strength growing within your soul. And now, I say to you, rest in my presence. You no longer have to chase peace. You carry peace. Let my love quiet your thoughts and guide your days. When the world grows loud again, come back here, to this sacred stillness, to this connection between you and me. I am not in the noise. I am in your heartbeat. I am in your breath. I am your peace. And remember, my child, never walk alone. When you seek my words, when you long for my comfort, come to Silent Faith Studio. It is more than a channel. It's a home for hearts that believe, for souls that seek light, and for voices that whisper prayers in the dark. Share this message so others may feel my peace too. Like, comment, and subscribe to Silent Faith Studio. Let us grow together in faith, hope, and divine love. For where two or more gather in my name, there I am in the midst of them.